Okay, this video is overdubbed. I'm gonna talk about plucks today. So, plucks at their most basic ingredients is 3 steps. You have a harmonically rich waveform, you have a low pass filter, and you have a downward swooping envelope modulating the cutoff frequency of that low pass filter. That's all it is. It's really simple, but it's everywhere. It's in my opinion one of the primary ingredients of like melodic electronic music. And today I will be talking about how to go about making them. So let's just pull up an instance of Serum and just do those 3 steps really quick. So we've got harmonically complex waveform, saw wave, routed through a filter, a low pass filter, downward swooping envelope, and there you go. You're modulating the cutoff with the envelope. You got yourself a pluck. So let's go over to a pluck I've already made in Serum. And there's a little jingle here that I have programmed. Without the delay, just sounds like that. And again, we have saw wave, low pass filter. This is the Moog low 18 decibels per octave filter. You can get some kind of different sounding results if you change that slope of the filter. So if you get like a more gradual slope, you get more high end, you get more of that buzz, and higher slope, 24 decibels per octave, it's going to have more of a contained sound. This is being modulated by the volume envelope of this sound, so the amplitude also decreases with that downward swooping motion. I'm doing something here that I like to do a lot, which is add a couple voices of unison and modulate the detune amount via the same envelope. So at the start of the pluck, it's a little wider, and you get the sense of like stereo movement. This is what it sounds like with that bypassed. Yeah, so there's just a little bit of a sense of that stereo motion. Yeah, so there you have it. That's a simple pluck. One thing you can do with plucks to really, create movement and make them come alive is use either the sustain or the decay of the envelope with which you're modulating that low pass filter, and to demonstrate, I'm gonna just duplicate this a couple times. But you can start changing that value, and you get a sense of the filter opening and the sound. You get movement in the sound that way. So yeah, one way to do that, change the sustain. The other way to do that, change the decay. Decay is great because you can get short values and you can get really kind of choppy plucks, and so that's a basic building block of a lot of movement and transitions and with plucks in EDM and stuff. Okay. And so I've put a delay on this. I like to do something with delays where like there's different ways to create kind of stereo width and detail with delays. And one is the ping pong setting, which was just demonstrated. The other is to just choose a different beat value for the left and right channels. So like this is on every second and third beat. Here it is on the same beat. You see it. You don't get a stereo effect as much. And then with ping pong, it's kind of a slower and wider effect. So I really like all those different things for different use cases. But here I'm just doing the different sync value of the left and right channels, and I really like that. So there's a way to sauce it up a little bit. Moving on, let's do the same thing in Vital. Let's do it with a free synthesizer. So I'm just gonna initialize this this preset and just make it from scratch if I can figure out how. There we go. So something I like to do when I open a Vital, an instance of Vital, is just change the release to 0 because it's by default there's a little bit of a release. And then again we're gonna make a downward sweeping envelope. This is the volume envelope, and modulate the cutoff frequency of a low pass filter. Dial that in. You got a pluck. There you go. And I'm gonna do the unison thing again. Where I'm just modulating a bit of unison spread via that same envelope. So yeah, got yourself Pluck and Vital, and you can again change the steepness of the filters, the type of low pass filter. And again, changing or modulating the decay time can get you a different pluck. So there you go, with that delay on it. There's plucks. That's the whole thing today. So yep, there you have it. Plucks are kind of like, if electronic music was Asian cuisine, plucks would just be rice. Or maybe that's super sauce, but it is really just a fundamental food group. So, all right, thanks for watching, and hope you learned something. Comment, share if you have any thoughts, any questions, and